I just wanted to say this now. As a former educator, I just want to say, if the village was still a village, how can I put this? A village will still be a village if people will not have an issue with somebody saying something to their child and accepting things and just listening, learning to listen and think about what people are saying to you. There are times that people have said things to certain children out of a way that is just because they don't like that child or like that certain individual, even as adults. So I understand boundaries or what have you not, but some of you are using boundaries as an excuse not to listen to what people are trying to tell you to give you a message out of life. Now, again, there are some people that are saying that God told them. You can either accept it or reject it. That's why it's very important for you to discern. Because there are times I have got messages from people that I did not like at the time, or people that I don't like. Because I love a lot of people, but there's a lot of things I don't like what individuals have done to me. But there are times that God will use that or spirit or whoever will use that very person. They will use that very person to have a message. So God can use anybody, or the spirit can use anybody to deliver a message to you. Again, let's say this again, because a lot of y'all don't like to comprehend or listen. You don't like to comprehend or listen. Sometimes people are telling you things for the betterment of a certain situation, for the betterment to instill something in your life. And the village isn't villaging because a lot of y'all have a problem if somebody say something to your child. Okay? Oh, that's my child. You don't need to tell him this. You don't need to tell him that. Yeah, there are certain things. But be wise and learn to know, even with some teachers, your child are very rude. Or just adults, period. Your child is very rude because you allow them to talk to you like that. My mom, let me tell you what my mom, I wasn't disrespectful. But you know what my mom did? My mom gave us the space to be able to express our feelings, but in a respectful way. And then people I remember at Liberty City Elementary, I remember this lady when we wasn't getting paid for the summer, but I the one who took up for everybody and called. I'm always the one trying to help people out and getting things done. People scared to speak up, but I would speak up. And one time I remember this lady, I think she probably retired now. I didn't like her. I did not like her. She said I had a slick mouth. I did not have a slick mouth. And that's another thing. People say, oh, you got a slick mouth. No, some people do not have a slick mouth. They're just telling you how they feel, because some people wasn't raised to keep stuff in. They tell you how you feel and keep it moving. And a lot of times, some people like that, 7 out of 10, I would say. And then sometimes people be like, oh, whatever. You ain't gonna be talking to me, because they have this ego. They have this ego thing. They have this leadership issue. Like, it's the spirit that comes over people when they're leaders. Not all, but some people, when they are leaders, they think that they could just talk to you or ignore you, talk to you and try you without you saying nothing. Speak up. But like I said the village isn't villaging because a lot of y'all don't want nobody to say nothing to either you or your child. Once again, let me reiterate, because y'all love to say, well, y'all don't like to listen on this here app when somebody posts something. There are some things you have to discern. Some things you just listen to people, but if they send it a certain way, some days I be like, you know what? You just listen to it and you don't have to receive it, but sometimes you have to listen. There are times you are in a space where you don't want to hear nobody, that you will block people out. Then later on in the line, you will see what people been saying, and then you will realize sometimes it's too late. Sometimes, not all the time, but that's all I wanted to say. Bye.